Right then folks, RugbyForce 2016, Saturday 16th, Sunday 17th of July. We want to get as many of the club members down, parents if we can, anybody really to volunteer. And for those of you not been involved before, it's basically a weekend of DIY. So thanks very much for your help. Number of jobs that we're going to be doing, so this is a video just to show you what we've got in mind, what we want to do. Starting here, we're upstairs in the club tea room, as it's known, which we want to convert to a gym. So this is going to be for use by the seniors, and we're also thinking under 14s and above, possibly like with the juniors. It's going to give us another option. Come winter, when the weather's bad, December, January, it's going to mean that we can do some internal training, and also, as I say, for lads of that age, they want to put a bit of beef on, then it's going to give us another string to our bow. So what we're going to be looking at doing, we probably need about a dozen volunteers on here. Rich is going to help talk us through, if you're happy with that, Rich.
Yeah, so looking for a dozen.
So pan around, Stu, and show us what we've got.
Yeah. So this is the room as it stands, not bad, but just needs a bit of a tart up. So we need some people to strip out this section of damaged ceiling and replace it with new plasterboard. Yeah, and then it's to be wallpapered. We have a rather dodgy bit in the corner that needs just scraping back and a very rough skim, so I'm not looking for anybody with any super DIY skills. And then there's a number of cracks and flaking paints around the room that needs scraping off. And then the whole room then wants to be given a nice white coat of vinyl silk, so it's washable and rubbable down in the future. And then the main windows, we're just going to fit a roller blind to each window. So like Chris says, we're looking at probably 12 people in here, somebody to do a bit of lifting and screwing, somebody to do a bit of filling, and then in general just lots of painting.
And clearing out, obviously, all of this is going to be stripped out. So what the idea of this is, ultimately, we've already got a weight stack in here. We're going to be purchasing another big set of dumbbells. We're looking at kitting this out with punch bags, new flooring down, or rather new mats down, kettlebells, etc. So what we think that we can end up with here is about 15 workstations. So, you know, set us up for a good team workout. And as I say, just an alternative. Club's going to be providing all the materials for this. If we need any tools, we'll put our shout out about that near the time. You know, so we might need people bringing some of their own stuff down, but just for that, as I say, cost of all materials we'll do. Probably throw in a couple of pints at the end of the day as well. So that's all in this one, but we'll be back in a second and show you some of the other rooms that we want to work on as well. Cheers. Right then, job number 2, and just before we go into that, for those of you who haven't seen it, this is the schematic of the new club. As always, this is a couple of years off, but can't emphasise enough, it's really important that we keep this place going until this happens. And again, that's just all the more reason why we need your help on this weekend. So, as I say, job number 2, we're in the alcove now off the club bar. Believe it or not, the room we showed you earlier is actually currently used for meeting rooms at the club, so we need to replace that if we're going to use that as a gym, and this is what we're going to be using. So over to my sexy assistant now, we'll talk you through what we're doing in here.
Yeah, so this is a little bit more simpler. So all we want to do here is we'd like to board up the alcove. Yeah, so it's a little bit of wood, a bit of timbering, Matty Burns, plasterboard insulation to make it soundproof. Decorate. There is an existing door over here, so we just like to reinstate that as the main door so people can get in. And then we need to move a light switch, and we need to install a new heater, and we'd like to replace the carpet. So as Chris said upstairs, all the materials, so wood, plasterboard, screws, paint brushes, paint, gloves will all be provided. You just need to bring tools with you, drills, scrapers, hammers, that type of thing, saws.
Again, as Rich is saying, you know, maybe some specialist skills here. We know Matty's to join us, or Matty, we've already got you down for this. Kev, probably got a bit of electrical work that needs doing in here, so if we've got you available for that, superb. Other than that, it's going to be similar to upstairs. We need a few people clearing out what's in here, and then it's a lick of paint. So again, we're probably needing about half a dozen numbers in here for this. So, job number 2, job number 3 coming up. Right then, job number 3. We're in the kitchen now. Deep breath. So normally this needs a good clean at the end of each season, and this season's no exception. So we're looking at a deep clean in here, Rich, and a bit of I say repair work. It's more freshening up, really, isn't it? So we're looking at a new cooker.
It is. It's a full clean. So we need all the walls rubbing down, the tops of the cabinets. We want the cabinets empty and all cleaning out. We'd like to replace the light fitting, change the ceiling tiles for the white clean type tiles. We have an extractor fan, but unfortunately it's not working and it's not connected into the outside, so a new extractor fan ducted through, and then Chris is going to move now, and again we're going to take the cooker out and replace it with a nice shiny cooker, the right size to fill the gap. And that's it in here. So really it's just somebody to remove and wire in a new cooker, wiring in and fixing an extractor fan, and then just a generally really good scrub down with some cleaning equipment and replace the ceiling tiles. So again, it's a tight space, so 3 or 4 people in here, no painting, just elbow grease.
And again, we're going to be providing everything, so we'll be funding this, we're getting, you know, some grants in to help us with this, the Community Sports Club are putting some money into it as well. But yeah, everything else that Rich has mentioned, new cooker hood and all the cleaning materials that we need, everything will be here. We just need people's manpower. So again, just those dates: Saturday 16th, 17th, Saturday 16th and Sunday 17th of July. Give as much as you can that day. If it's a couple of hours, superb. If you can come down here for the full day, then all the better. We've got one last job that we're going to be showing you, and then we're done. So that's in here for now. Thank you. Right then, Helsby Community Sports Club ClubForce weekend. A couple of years ago, a lot of you might remember that we had a weekend's DIY down here where we, I can't say we transformed the place, but we made it look a lot better than it was. This year we're going to be looking at doing the same thing again, Saturday 16th, Sunday 17th of July. We want to get as many volunteers down here, club members, friends and family even if they fancy it, if you live local, to come down and just help to spruce the place up a bit. Still a couple of years off getting the new club. In the meantime, we've got to keep this place going, and giving it a lick of paint and just doing a bit of repair work around the scenes is going to go a long way. So, talk you through on this next couple of videos just a few of the jobs that we've got in mind. We'll pay for all the materials, we just need your labour for you to come down a couple of hours, or even better if you can stay for a full day, or even a full weekend if you enjoy it that much. Then that's what we're looking for. Rich will talk you through some of the work that we're doing.
So a couple of years ago we replaced the plywood on the fascias. It's sort of given up the ghost now, so we're going to go a bit more modern and replace it with the plastic stuff. So again, we've got the plastic fascia, we just need somebody down here with some crowbars and some hammers and some steps, take off the old plywood and refit with a nice new plastic fascia and refit the sign. I'll take you through into the main clubhouse, we'll have a chat in here.
And there's some general things on here while Rich is working through, jet washing for example, you know, just some of this is just going to be, you know, basic sprucing up that we're going to be looking at really to give you an idea. But
we had an accident and we've temporarily replaced the glass, so we'd like to take that out and replace it with a piece that matches the main door. So again, somebody with a little bit of joinery or window fitting skills would be great.
way.
And then 2 years ago we spruced up the main room, and it made a massive difference. This is obviously the first room you come into when you walk into the club. So again, all we're looking to do in here is people with scrapers scrape off all the flaky paint, give the whole room, ceiling, walls, etc. a nice spruce up with new paint. So again, as Chris said, all the materials, paint brushes, gloves, paint, etc. will be provided. So we just need bodies to come down, scrape, get hold of a roller and a paintbrush and get everything painted so it's all nice and shiny and new.
And like Rich says, I mean, things like this can make a big difference. This is quite often the first room that people see when they come into here. We know we're not going to be able to improve it massively, but we can make a bit of a difference, and if that gets new members coming through the door or new visitors coming through the door and it leaves a better impression, then we've done our bit. So that's one example of what we've got to do. Might not take you through the remainder of the things, but you know, we've got the fencing outside that needs more paint. We did a good few lengths of that a few years ago, but there's more there that we can do, and it's just general maintenance work around the place really, isn't it? So hopefully this has given you a flavour of it. Those dates again: Saturday the 16th of July, Sunday the 17th of July. We'll be here from 9 or 10 in the morning, probably through till about 5 or 6 o'clock. I'm sure we'll manage to put on a bit of lunch and a few drinks at the end of the day for everybody who's been helping out. So this is about you just giving a little bit back for one weekend for, you know, for your club, your community facility. Don't have to be a member to come down here and help out. Just to, you know, you can make a difference though if you just give up a bit of your time. Thanks a lot.